1, 2.
Sorry? Okay, you can go do that. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bedfords. How are you doing tonight? That's it, not too excited. Got to be careful. Right, my name's Tony Moore, and I've been curating music here at the Bedford. This is my 18th year, and thank you. And I get a gold capo in 2 years' time. Over the last 18 years, we've had thousands, literally, of incredibly talented, fantastically wonderful, new and emerging artists come to this stage and play their songs and entertain audiences that have come from all over the world. And I'm really proud to say that over that period of time, many of those artists have gone on to achieve great success. But the whole philosophy behind what we do here is to create a stage, an environment, and an atmosphere where music is important and given the full attention and respect it deserves. And all of you who've come here tonight, I know have come because you love and want to support songwriters, and this night has a particular theme, which more will be explained in a moment. But how many people have never been here before? Raise your hands if this is your first. Oh my goodness, almost all of you, Bedford virgins. Tonight, we're going to deflower you all. No, we're going to welcome you all to the Bedford, and I'm just going to explain a little bit about the housekeeping here. During the show, we're going to keep these double doors shut, but should you need to use the loos or go out for some fresh air or nicotine air, use the door round to the left. During the next month or so, you have to kind of remain seated at your tables, so we have put super glue on the seats. You might not have noticed, but it'll be very difficult to get out of them. Anyway, if there's an emergency, the emergency exits are to my left, straight ahead, and there's one upstairs. If at any point during the evening there should be a lack of music, small headphones will drop from the ceiling. To activate them, just pull them towards yourself and make sure that you're listening to good music before helping small children or elderly people. We are also streaming this show live over the internet tonight. We've been streaming shows here every single night since 2003. We have a worldwide audience of people who are tuned in right now. So I'm going to shout hello to everyone. In fact, on the count of three, maybe we'll just shout hello the world. 1, 2, 3. Hello! Now, everybody at home who's watching online, can you shout hello the Bedford on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Okay, some of you are not paying attention. Or you've just got very loud voices. Who said that? Said that? So, what's the third thing I was going to say? Oh, yes, mobile phones. If you can make sure your mobile phone is switched to the silent position. But we do encourage you to use your phone. Please do take pictures, little bits of video. And if you're going to post it and share your evening with other people online, if you could tag us. We are at the Bedford Pub, because you're at the Bedford Pub. I'm going to do a quick little bit of promotion now. We've got a brand new wine that we've added to the wine list. It's a rock and roll wine. It's Route 66. It's a signature label. It's rock and roll Route 66 by Tony Moore. And the labels are based on my clothing, my jackets, lots of wild animal prints there. There's a fantastic Pinot Nero, which is vinified in Bianco, which is basically a red grape making a white wine. So you get a full-bodied white wine, but light and crisp at the same time. Plus a Barbera. These are delicious Italian wines in collaboration with this family winery in northern Italy. So should you wish to partake of a little rock and roll in your wine, this is the one to ask for. Now then, we've got an incredible lineup of fantastic songwriters who've travelled from all over the country to be here. It's all been put together by someone who's quite visionary, who created an event that has really taken on a life of its own. And I will allow her to introduce it to you and tell it herself. She's here for the first time tonight, and I was convinced she must have been here many times before. She is the fantastic, the beautiful, the incredible Saskia Griffiths-MOORE!
Thanks, Tony. It's an odd thing since the lockdown began, because I feel like I've made so many friends online, and although I'd met Tony in the real world before, I do feel like I've been here. But this is a first, and it's the first time for me seeing many of you Talent is Timeless members. If you are a member, do you want to just raise your hands if you were a part of this? And maybe just have a little look around the room. You want to maybe say a quick hello to each other. Just in case you don't know, or if anyone streaming doesn't know, during the lockdown, I founded a songwriting competition, which I thought would be a great way of connecting people and inspiring us to stay focused on songwriting instead of the fact that we were stuck indoors. And I thought it would be really fun for like maybe just a few hundred of fans who know my music, and it kind of snowballed. And we ended up with just under 1,300 entries to this songwriting competition, and it took over my life, and I didn't even notice the lockdown from that point on because I was wedded to my laptop, chatting with about half of the room here and many others, and seeing all of this beautiful music come out. This songwriting competition is just for people who are 50 and over, and apart from connecting and inspiring people in the lockdown, it was also to make a point about ageism in the music industry and the fact that I believe, as do all of you since you're here, that talent is timeless and that age is irrelevant when it comes to a good song. So, thank you. I'm gonna host tonight and an MC, but this night is not about me. It's about our members. But I will kick things off with a couple of songs. I feel like I qualify as an honorary member, even though I wouldn't be eligible to enter my own competition. But I'm gonna sing anyway because it's been a year and a half, and I've really missed it. So this is an opportunity for me to play a few new ones. And I'm going to be introducing the other acts over the night as well, and I just wanted to add a note in that this feels like a living room, and it feels like an informal space and somewhere that we can share songs that are new, songs that are old, and sort of like ease back into gigging. So this song is called You and I. And I wrote it for a friend of mine with the feeling that sometimes with your little friend group, you feel like you might be able to change the world or do a little bit of good in it somewhere. I feel like there are sort of superhero teams, and this is called You and I, so I wrote it for a friend. Spinning out into your day again, having made all your mistakes. Do we lose or do we win this time? Can you learn to trust a friend? Give it time and rise. Be the phoenix flying into the light. You are worth the fight. In a world that's getting harder, we'll change it for the better. You and I. You and I. You and I. Rush into your veins again, smiling softly through your eyes. A little magic has returned this time. But if you would lose your sight, I will be there when the world is dark as hell. I care. We will work on this together and change it for the better. You and I. You and I. You and I. into the light. You are worth the fight. In a world that's getting harder, we'll change it for the better, you and I. You and I. You and I. First gig of the year. Woo! You know, it's standing here now, it just feels like the last year and a half just didn't happen. Like there was a sort of a blip, and it's like this was picking up from where I left off. I'm going to keep with a friendship theme for a moment, and I thought I'd keep my soft songs for the first half, and we'll pick it up in the second. If you don't already know, all the acts are going to play in each half. We're all going to do a couple of songs each, so it keeps it nice and varied. This one is called, the last one I played was just for you guys. It's not out anywhere. It was written during the lockdown and will come out at some point. I think for lots of people there's been like a lockdown album or a surge of creativity among the songwriters, and definitely for a couple who are going to be playing for us. But I'm going to play an old one. Also about friendship. I'm feeling very sentimental about my friends lately. This is called These Hours. It's just a thank you to my best girlfriend from school. Ring on my doorbell. I know it's you. I recognize your shoes coming from the cold outside. The kettle's on, I know what you like. I put the milk on the side. As long as we have these hours, we will face our ups and downs. We might go for a walk. I'll make you laugh with stories I tell. Sometimes we cry, I don't know why. As long as we have these hours, we will face our ups and downs. And if you ever forget you're an angel, that's what I'm here for. I will remind you that you are loved, loved. And maybe one day you'll find that you don't need me anymore. But if you do, I'm on your side. As long as we've had these hours, we will face our ups and downs. And I'm so grateful for these hours where we faced our ups and downs. Thank you, folks. I'm going to introduce our first act in a second. Let me put this away. Now, I just wrote a few notes because I didn't want to forget what to say about each person. So the first, we're featuring now 3 Talent is Timeless actual members, and this is the first time we've met in person. So our first act is from Scarborough, from all the way, and has played in bands before, but since the lockdown has been focusing on his own project. And he has an album with him, which he launched, I believe, a few days ago. Is it that recently? And it's here for sale tonight. So over by the fairy lights, we've got some merchandise. Haven't quite figured out how to sell it with the COVID regulations. I'll ask Tony and get back to you on that. But they're over there, and he plays in the style of Americana, and found it relevant to mention that he has 3 mules which he rides, which I thought was a very interesting fact. So if I can welcome you, Phil, onto the stage, can we show a bit of love and appreciation for our first act tonight? This is Phil Hooley.
Thank you. Thank you for that lovely introduction. Lovely, thanks. Hello. Thank you for that lovely introduction. That was smashing. About 25 years ago, I was playing in a little acoustic festival in my hometown in Scarborough, and I was billed as a veteran performer. So I hate to think what the billing would be now, but thankfully, hopefully talent is timeless. This is a song about procrastination. It's called Maybe Later. I just might go out tonight, see what I could be missing. Karaoke bars and would-be stars, nobody there to listen. I might release my masterpiece to critical acclaim, a work of art straight from the heart. Hello to fortune and fame. Maybe I could, maybe I should, maybe I might, maybe not tonight, maybe later, maybe later. With a little luck, I'll write my book. Who done it to who? But the story so far just ends in this bar, like the story of me and you. Maybe I could, maybe I should, maybe I might, maybe not tonight, maybe later, maybe later, maybe later, maybe later. One day, I'll do these things I say. One day, it'll all fall into place. One day, but not today. trip to the moon anytime soon is not on my horizon. Meet someone new, forget about you, would be just as surprising. Maybe I could, maybe I should, maybe I might, maybe not tonight, maybe later, maybe later, maybe later, maybe later. I normally finish these with a whistle, but I'm so nervous my lips won't work. So maybe later. Maybe later. Okay. Thank you very much. There's an art, isn't there, to talking while you're doing other stuff, like tuning up and things like that. I haven't mastered that. This is a song, a story about a young girl called Evangeline, who was desperate to leave the constraints of a small town where it's expected that she accepts the first proposal of marriage and settles down and does the usual stuff. But she has different aspirations. It's called The Same Old Song. Evangelina wanted more than her mother had before. When the party lights were shining bright, all she saw was the open door. So ignoring all the warnings, she set out in the morning. The sun rose high in a clear blue sky, a new day was dawning. And she swore she'd never marry into a life so ordinary, hanging around in a one-horse town, singing that same old song. Couldn't hold her for too long. She met a small town singer who gave her some chords to linger, but she recognized the warning signs when he tried a ring on her finger. And the sharp-dressed gambling man thought he held the winning hand, but the castles that he promised her soon turned into sand. And she swore she'd never marry into a life so ordinary, hanging around in a one-horse town, singing that same old song. Hold her for too long. He was a loner. On Sundays he was sober. When he finally went on one knee, she knew that it was over. swore she'd never marry into a life so ordinary, hanging around in a one-horse town, singing that same old song. Couldn't hold her for too long, hanging around in a one-horse town, singing that same old song. Singing that same old song. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Wow. That was beautiful, Phil. It doesn't feel like enough, but there's going to be more in the second half, and we've got a lot of people to get through. Amazing. Let's hear it one more time for Phil Hooley. And right in the middle of our Talent is Timeless members, it's a great pleasure to present our next performer. She is originally Scottish, which for some reason I didn't pick up from the accent, but apparently is very obvious. And she's driven up from Hertfordshire today to share a few of her songs with us, and I think they speak for themselves. But she only said about them that they are little stories, and that, if anything, she's dreaming of being a wandering minstrel. So I want them songs to speak for themselves. So if we can please give a very warm welcome to the wonderful Donna CANALE. We might need to... Yeah.
Thank you so much. Do you know, they should have been doing this years ago. Yeah. Nothing like, you know, going up to a microphone and someone else has gobbed all over it. Anyway. This is a little bit overwhelming, really, because the whole talent is timeless thing. I mean, you know, some of you have been part of this, and you're here because you know about it. And it's just been incredible. What a journey, you know, and all kudos to Saskia, you know, for setting it up. But I do have a feeling that she set it up so she could always feel like the youngest person in the room. And I want to say thank you to Phil, because he drew the short straw. He was the first up. But I've got to say, Phil, I remember that first song, the procrastination song. That's the other nice thing about the whole, you know, talent is timeless. We've all listened to each other's songs, haven't we? So those of you who've... Hands up who's actually submitted a song for the competition. Two that are admitting it. Yes. So I thought I'd better start with the competition song, so you know who I am. Actually, you probably won't know who I am because you may or may not have listened to it. However, it made the 300 mark. It made it to 300, and it didn't make it to 20, but it didn't matter because one of my daughters, she drew me on an A4 piece of photocopier paper in scabby pencil. She drew me a trophy, and it said 21st on it. So bless her. So I came 21st. This is the song that I did, and it's called A Cautionary Tale, and it's, I mean, you know, anybody who's kind of been through 2 marriages and still come out single, you kind of get this song. Cautionary tale, so under 40s, be warned. Something tells me that I love you, even though I ought to be waking up with someone else. Though I'm trying hard to fight it, knowing it's not right, it is pulling me to someone else. If the truth be known, I don't know how to say this. If the truth be known, it feels out of my hands. And if I had known exactly what I'd started, I'd have never gotten in so deep, and we'd have effortlessly drifted apart, apart, apart. Something tells me I'm in trouble. It happens when you double up the lovers in your life. Maybe I'm not being fair, but was I ever there? Could I've ever been the perfect wife? If the truth be known, I don't know how to play this. If the truth be known, it feels out of my hands. And if I had known just exactly what I'd started, I'd have never gotten in so deep, and we'd have effortlessly drifted apart. Oh, my heart is just like a restless teenage joyrider. But if only my heart would follow my head, then I'd know what I could but shouldn't do. Something tells me I should stop here, 'cause driving round in top gear will never gain the extra mile. Though I'm taking time, I'm thinking that I was only drinking in the sunshine of your smile. If the truth be known, I don't know how to stop this. If the truth be known, it fell out of my hands, and I should have known just exactly what I'd started. Should have never gotten in so deep. You've never had my love to keep. We'd resist the urge, we had to sleep, but we'd have effortlessly drifted apart, 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 ooh, apart, 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 ooh. Thank you so much. Do you know what? If I'm looking at you lot and you're so lovely looking, I'm thinking, oh, what's there to be worrying about? And then I'm thinking, yeah, my children, they're at home watching this on a live stream, judging me. So, oh, and they do though, don't they? Don't they? Mom, you're not cool, Mom. And you'd never think it, but I actually wrote this next song for them. It's called Waltz for the Girls. They said, I'd picked up a guitar. I hadn't picked up a guitar. You might think I'm lying, but I really hadn't picked up a guitar for years and years and years. And about 2017, I thought, I'll pick up a guitar and I'll try and get them to play guitar and learn to play guitar and stuff like that. And I thought, well, I better set an example. I better have a go at learning some chords and play, write some tunes. And they said, well, write one for us, Mum, right? They're not Northern. I don't know where that came from. They will be. Oh, they will be. They're going to Leeds Conservatoire, bless them. Yay, good girls. And so I was in the shower and I was saying, I love you, because, of course, we all love our children. I know we could post them back sometimes, but we do love them, as a rule. And then, before I even got my jeans on, this one popped out. I wish they'd popped out easier than that. I had twins. And this is for Sandra, who always cries when I play. This is a song for the children, from mothers with wholehearted view. You only take what's been given, and this gift's been passed on to you. It's one thing to live with conditional love. God knows how that feels, I do too. But babies were born to cut through all pretending. That bond will always stay true. till the moon and your stars stop spinning. I love you, yes, I love you. Round the planets and the universe, twice past the Milky Way and back round to tuck you up, untangle your covers and kiss you goodnight and say, I love you. I love you. Now that you're grown and we're older, this is my message to you. Keep all your children beside you, 'cause they'll have their families too. It's one thing to feel unconditional love, so I want you to pass it on through. Tell all your babies the stories of love that I tried so hard to teach you. Tell them I love you, I love you, till the moon and your stars stop spinning. I love you, yes, I love you. Round the planets and the universe, twice past the Milky Way and back round to tuck you up, tangle your covers and kiss you goodnight and say, I love you. I love you. Off to bed we go, off to bed we go. Night, night, sleep tight, off to bed we go. Hand you back to Saskia.
Thank you. Wasn't that just beautiful? Did anyone else cry or was it just me? You're ruining my makeup, Donna. Can we hear it one more time for the wonderful Donna CANALE? Thank you so much. We've got one more talented Timeless member, and then we'll also have a short performance from Tony, who was a judge, one of our wonderful and very generous judges, and our host in this venue tonight. But first, we're going to hear from a man who toured the world with music as the Strawheads, and since the lockdown has also recorded an album. But doesn't have any with him. I think it's in all the usual places online. Let me see what else I want to share. I also want to share, which you can share if you want to as well, Steve, but he was saying earlier, hasn't gigged in 10 years, was it? In more than 10 years. So this is an unbelievably special performance that we're all going to be witness to tonight. And it's going to be all too short, just a couple of songs. And then we'll hear from Tony, and then we'll do the whole thing again in the second half. But for now, are you connected? Not quite yet. I love hearing the song stories, by the way, from Phil and from Donna, and maybe you want to share as well, Steve, when you're talking. I find it so interesting to hear the inspirations behind the songs, and just to hear everybody's experiences with Talent is Timeless competition has also been amazing. So, how are we doing, Steve? Was that before or after your last gig? That was very good. Do you know what your first song is going to be?
I think so. It's changed a couple of times.
All right.
Yes.
Well, if I may,
Good evening, everybody.
let's have a warm welcome for Steve Strawhead.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, a slight exaggeration to say toured all over the world. That's not actually what I said, but there was Skegness and there was Minehead. And, but no, I want to thank Saskia for this. This is fantastic because for me, I did have a break from playing music. It was at least 10 years. And a friend of mine, all the songs that I do tonight are co-writes with a guy called Graham Buxton, and together with the Strawheads, and we've got a studio album out. But he told me about this Talent is Timeless group. He said, Steve, you've got to get on it. It's fantastic. It's a movement just for us. He said it's like Bald Lives Matter for over 50s, which I thought was really cool because we need a movement for us oldies. So anyway, this song is a song about keeping your head in the sand and not wanting to know the brutal truth that is just around the corner. I forgot how the pick goes. Just lately when you speak, I get far less light than heat, and shadows start to fall across my heart. There's something you don't say that could make them fade away. So darling, if you think you've lost your spark, just hold that thought and keep me in the dark. Just light will always fade, as sure as dogs will find the shade. But the shift I feel is tearing me apart. There's something on my mind that your searchlight doesn't find. So if you think you've really lost your spark, just hold that thought and keep. Just hold that thought and keep. Just hold that thought and keep me in the dark. The ignorance I feel now is bliss. So let me steal just one more night of this. When you lose your spark, just leave me in the dark. It's where I'm brightest. A time will come and go, so let me bask in the afterglow. And when this movie ends, I'll just restart, and I'll edit out the scenes when your love light ain't on me. So darling, if you think you've lost your spark, before you call the lights out on me, just give me one more sleep and promise me you'll keep me in the dark. Thank you very much. And I've got to say, that is so much better when the guitar's in tune, honestly. So just bear with me a minute. Okay, this song is not to be confused with a Cyndi Lauper song of the 80s called True Colours. This is actually called Two Colours. It's but actually just Two Colours. It's a song about not being able to kind of see both sides of a point of view, and that being the theme recently. I was the raincoat, hiding your back from the rain, and now it's falling again. You could be sun-soaked, drying the tears of my pain, but you dried them in vain. The rainbow we made is starting to fade. Two colors are all you see, morning black and wedding white. No others, nothing in between, missing shades of compromise. I am a picture with a life you never knew. I bet I'm coming down soon. A permanent fixture, taken for granted in your room, like everything that I do. A canvas of dreams is not what it seems. Two colors are all you see, morning black and wedding white. No others, nothing in between, missing shades of compromise. Time to open your eyes, don't criticize. You could be surprised with what you see here. Hypnotize and you'll see more sights. Two colors are all you see, morning black and wedding white. No others, there's nothing in between, missing shades of compromise. Thank you very much. Hope to see you again in the second half, all tuned up.
Wasn't that fantastic? Can we hear it one more time for Steve Strawhead? Back from 10 years onto the stage. How are you feeling? Oh, how extraordinary. We have been very honored tonight with a lot of things. And it is a pleasure to present to you our final act of the first half before you all top up on your Route 66s in the interval. I swear they didn't pay me to say that. I just I'm going to try a glass myself. So we were very lucky in when I started the Talent is Timeless thing, I approached a lot of people to get involved, and many of them are here tonight. And everyone simply said yes. They all seemed to resonate with the idea that that talent is timeless and that age is irrelevant in the music industry. And I got a lot of wonderful celebrities and business people and music industry professionals from different sides of the industry to come and back this project and to give amazing prizes to our winners and to help me judge the songs. And one of them was the most wonderful Tony Moore, who is here to play us into the interval. So give it up for our host and MC and Talent is Timeless judge, Tony Moore.
Hello. Thank you. It's nice to be here tonight. It's nice to be here and being the artist rather than the person that did all the hard work of organising it and hosting it, which fell to Saskia. So would you give Saskia an amazing round of applause for putting this all together? Both the concept and tonight. I was really very thrilled to be a part of the judging panel, and I think all of us judges had different favourite songs because that's musical taste, but I think we had a great winner. But I also think it was more than that, as tonight attests to, and I think the future going forward will attest to. And for a few people I know who entered, including some friends of mine, you know, were justifiably disappointed. And I said, but what if you had a competition and Peter Gabriel, Eric Clapton, Sting, Phil Collins, Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran, James Morrison, James Bay, Katie Tucker. What if they all took part? Only one of them can win, right? They'd all be going, Katie Tunstall, 21st again. That means I'm as good as Donna. Yes, okay. Anyway, I'm going to do 2 songs for you. And I'll talk a little bit about why I wrote them. This first song is called So Many Ways of Missing You. And I don't know about you other songwriters, but for me, somewhere in the region of 2 a.m., 3 a.m. is the perfect writing time. It seems like the world has gone to sleep, and it's that magic hour when even the silence is silent, and you can just create. So, it's a little loud in my monitor, Rich. So I was at my mum's house, and sat on the sofa in the dark, and just thinking about how it is that when you're not with the person that you love, for whatever reason, how it's not really the big things that you miss, it's the tiny little minutiae of life that you're so used to that no longer exists that you really miss. And there's a lot of that. So this song is called So Many Ways of Missing You. And if I do it in that key, I'm really screwed. Pay attention, Anthony. That's what my mum would say. I wake up every day with no one there to say, come on, sleepyhead, you gotta get up. I make a pot of tea and then remember it's just me, and have to put away your favorite cup. And all the little things, they add up, and then it brings me down, down. 'Cause there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. I drive to work alone, try to get into the zone. I can't concentrate on anything. And when I take a break, you're the call that I wanna make. But I know the phone will just ring and ring and ring and ring. And all the little things, they add up, and then it brings me down, down. 'Cause there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And when I lay in bed, your voice is in my head, telling me I've gotta let you go. Oh, no, 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 'cause there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. Yes, there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. And there's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of missing you. Missing you, of missing you. Thank you. Thank you. So, for my last song in this set, I'm going to do a sad song now. I've got some friends here tonight. The wonderful Jenkins family in the middle there, who I haven't seen for the longest time, incredibly talented musicians, creators, and beautiful souls. And when I saw their name on the table, I thought, oh, Nigel Jenkins, somebody else knows a Nigel Jenkins. Apparently it was me. I also want to say a big hello to Pablo Ettinger down here. Pablo is the life and beating heart of music, certainly through Cafe Nero. Every time you go into a Cafe Nero and you hear music being played, much of that is music that Pablo has chosen. We've been friends for a long time, and he is a champion of new music and emerging talent. And through Cafe Nero live shows and featured artist moments, he's really supported a lot of artists. He was one of the judges as well. He was rehearsing himself tonight, and he rushed to be here. Would you give him a big round of applause, Pablo from Cafe Nero? Thank you, Pablo. You do so much, and we really appreciate it. Now, I don't need to tell you that sometimes we have a bit of challenges arrive in our lives. And in this last year, we've all had the same challenge arrive, but it's affected all of us in different ways. I wrote this song before the P word, the C word, the V word, whatever words we want to use, because I don't want to talk about it. But this song was written about how when you reach a point in your life where you're not quite sure where to go next, where the challenge almost seems overwhelmingly insurmountable, wouldn't it be really interesting if you suddenly find a letter that you never noticed before, in the back of a drawer that you'd never opened before, covered in dust that you'd never dusted before. And you open the letter up and you read it. And bizarrely enough, it's a letter from the future you that somehow made its way back to you right now to tell you, don't worry, it's going to be okay. I'm already here. You just got to keep the faith. It's called Dear Me. I've got it in a box. Oh, hello. It's too nice to have that note out. Oh, okay. I've got some things I need to say to you, 'cause I can see that you're confused and you don't know what to do. But I know what you're feeling, I've been there before. Gotta keep the faith alive and hang on a little more, and read these words I wrote for you. Dear me, when you you see what we've done, you're gonna be so proud of us. All your dreams will come true with me. It's just a matter of a little trust. It's just a matter of a little trust. And yes, there's gonna be some tough times to come. It ain't easy being me, but I promise you'll have fun. And don't you worry about the doubters, they'll all disappear when they see that it's your truth, when they know that it's your year. And then you read these words I wrote. Dear me, when you see what we've done, you're gonna be so proud of us. All your dreams will come true with me. It's just a matter of a little trust. It's just a matter of a little trust. And yes, you'll have to make a compromise or two, and do some things you might regret. But now I've just forgotten all the words. It's the kind of thing that you do when you forget. Just yet. Dear me, when you see what we've done, you're gonna be so proud of us. All your dreams will come true with me. It's just a matter of a little trust. And dear me, when you see what we've done, you're gonna be so proud of us. All your dreams will come true with me. It's just a matter of a little trust. It's just a matter of a little trust. It's just a matter of a little trust. Thank you. Well, I guess that means we're going into an interval now. So I'm just going to slip into saying it's interval time. We will be back in 15 minutes or so with the second half, which will be the same as the first half, but in a different order, with different songs at a different point in the evening. So not the same, but similar. Well, not even similar. Anyway, we'll be back in 15 minutes. See you then.
Well, if we may take our seats again one more time, we're going to be opening up the second half. That's all right, take your time, take your time. Do we all have our drinks? We're all back in the room. It looks very good. Well, what an amazing first half. I've been blown away by everything to do with this competition and everyone in it. So without me waffling on and without much further ado, shall I check if you're tuned? How's your tuning?
I'd say it was good enough for jazz, but this is not a jazz club. I think it'll be all right.
All right.
Will you forgive me if I'm slightly out of tune?
We're going to hear from everybody in a slightly different order. So kicking off the second half, and thank you all for staying. Look at this. Attention and commitment to the music. I love it. So without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Donna CANALE.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you didn't all run screaming, but you know, it's just been lovely to see the other people and hear, and you know, thanks also to Tony for hosting it in his marvelous club, and you know, maybe he'll have us back again. And so I could have done a happy song, and then I thought, nah. I am happy, just for the record. I'm very happy. I just like writing sad songs. And I remember the lyrics because they're slower and I've got time to think, which is also quite nice. This one is when it's amazing. You can know someone so well, and you live in each other's pockets, and then something can go horribly, horribly wrong. And it gets to a point where you think, do you know what? I never want to see that person again, ever, ever. So it's called the Goodbye Song. And I had pizza and it was really salty, and now I'm really thirsty. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Sorry, live stream. People come, people go, nothing stays the same. And after all is said and done, no one wants to take the blame. How could we dodge destiny? Hold a mirror to the past. Its patterns are the reason why we will never be alone again. And I will try not to cry when the darkness falls and I am lonely. I only wanted you. Baby gets what baby wanted, and now you're moving on. But you hate to play to an empty room, so you made sure you're not on your own. Watching you go fancy free, you reconstruct your thrill, but I can't unsee holding fast, though I was hanging by a thread. Our family meant the world to me, but you were happy to be leaving. So say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye to my love. The distance that spans between our hands means we will never be alone again. And I will try not to cry. Everlasting love is over. Your lover has won. You won, you won, you won, you won, you won, you won. Thank you very much. These poor three women, they're sitting down. I just got started and these great big pizzas turn up. And I've just watched you just going, you're trying to do it so delicately. And I'm just saying, just get on with it. Just eat it. It's okay. Bless. Well, it'll make you thirsty, though. Beautiful pizza, just so you know. Who else is going to take a bottle of wine home with them? I will buy it. I don't know how much it is. Is it posh? Posh wine. I don't do posh wine. God, I mean, Aldi is chapter and verse. Aldi, Merlot, chapter and verse. Where am I going? This is really risky. What I'm doing is so risky. Give you time to eat another quarter. So I had a choice. I had a choice between a happy song and another sad song. And I'm thinking, I'm going to leave it to Steve and Phil. I'm dubbing them in. I'm going to leave the songs to you to do happy ones. Because it was mental health awareness. And again, just as a disclaimer, I am in fine mental health, just so you know. Ooh, ow. But, it's funny old world. It's been a hard old year. And I think last week it was mental health awareness. Is that going to do? Yeah, it's all right. So the happy song I've got is called The Choo Choo Train, and you're just going to have to invite me back another time so I can do the Choo Choo Train, because it's so new. I don't think I could remember it, because, us over 50s, we just can't remember anything. Is that right? Train of thought. Yes. Okay, so this is for most everybody in this room who at some point or the other has struggled with something. And what happens when you struggle with something is you ruminate. It can go round and round in your head a little bit. And so I got this idea for this song, and it's like a mantra, it's a bad mantra. So this one's called Dark Mantra. Please take me home. Please make me better. 'Cause I have nothing, I am no one, I've no word.
Thank you very much, Donna. Wasn't that absolutely stunning? I almost forgot to come back on stage. I was lulled away. So thank you very much. Can we hear it final for one more time? Donna CANALE, thank you so much. I don't know about you all, but I find myself wanting a lot more from each artist. But Donna has a CD down here. We've got a little bit of merch from a bunch of people. And Donna, where can people find your music if they want to? Where are you? I can't see her. Is she gone? I was just asking where can people find your music if they want to? Mm-hmm. So if we want to find out about this new album, what do we do? How do we know which one is which? Okay. All right. It'll be on Talent is Timeless as well, so fabulous. All right, well, how's the tuning going, Steve?
I'm not going to check this time. I checked last time and I made it all wrong.
I'm sure it's wonderful. And I will just leave you to take it away then. So can we please give a warm welcome to Steve Strawhead.
Thank you. So my wife said, enjoy it, but don't try and be funny. So I'm not going to. So this song's called Paper Cuts, and it's about receiving a letter that's not very nice, but at the end of it, you feel the strength to, you know what, just screw it up and put it in the bin. So here goes. signed it, baby. Now you wished you'd never had. Well, that's as maybe. You can never take it back. You've put shots on each line. Your regards ain't so kind. No ifs and no buts. You give me the deepest paper cuts. And incidentally, did you mean to get things wrong? 'Cause what you've sent me, I can hardly read along. 'Cause the voice in your pen smells poison again. How sweet, ain't you just? You give me the deepest paper cuts. Yeah, you give me the deepest paper cuts. Each time you throw me a line, I fold into. But now I'm starting to find I might feel better if I write to you. So here's yours truly. Don't you think you've said enough? 'Cause you don't fool me with the P.S. Oh, my love. Should I sign one kiss or two as I send this back to you? How you lost your touch, how I bet that sucks. Well, baby, here's the crux. You can no longer give me. You can no longer give me. You can no longer give me paper cuts. Woo! Thank you. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit more lively. It's a sort of a rockabilly type song. So it's called Not Love But Money. Not love but money is all you really need. But I'm poor and you don't want me. Not love but money to satisfy your greed. I'm overdrawn, but my heart is free. I'd say I love you if I hadn't bought anything you thought of me. For sale sign above you. Oh, well, I bet you hadn't thought of my accountability. Not love, but money is all you really need. But I'm poor and you don't want me. Not love, but money to satisfy your greed. I'm overdrawn, but my heart is free. You sold me your kissing, Well, now I'm in the red, you're never in my bed enough. A gold digger wishing. Oh, well, I wish you had said, just cash you on instead of love. Not love, but money is all you really need. Oh, but I'm poor and you don't want me. Not love, but money to satisfy your greed. I'm overdrawn, but my heart is free. You offered me a heart only rented, and I parted with my soul and then you spent it. But you can't keep anything, 'cause once your heartbeat goes ka-ching, I'll withdraw all my love, 'cause I only lent. Not love, but money is all you really need. But I'm poor and you don't want me. Not love is what you really need. I might be poor, but I've been saving me. Thank you. Thank you.
Woo! Thank you very much. After 10 to 12 years or more of tuning and not tuning guitars, thank you so much for sharing that performance with us. Can we give a round of applause for Steve Strawhead? And if I may ask, Steve, where might people find your music if they were interested to follow you? The Strawheads. Okay, on all the usual places. Brilliant. Well, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce to you for the second time tonight our fabulous Americana songwriting, mule riding, Mr. Phil Hooley.
Hello. That's a bit optimistic, that. Haven't got my heels on tonight. I think Saskia did mention earlier on about my slightly unhealthy obsession with mules, which took me to a mule trekking holiday in Utah. And this was the source of this next song. Some of the towns that we passed through on the way were kind of sort of forgotten towns. Industry had been and gone and left it, and sort of left them in limbo, really. And I was very fortunate in recording this song to be able to persuade Robert Vincent to share the vocals on it, which is on my album there. Shameless plug. The song's called Midasville. The dust blows red down Main Street, creeps through every door. There's no rain or rust in Midasville. They don't mind the cold no more. The southbound trucks roll through this town, never slowing down. and the old man on the sidewalk sit and watch the wheels go round. The folks round here, neither rich nor poor, it's always been the same. They like to keep things as they are, have someone else to blame. Golden opportunity never knocked on any door. In Midarsville, it's a wind that's ill, it's not welcome anymore. Wake me up when it's over, I'm here against my will. It's a bitter pill to swallow, living here in Midarsville. Janie works the diner, clearing all the trays, like some desolation angel, smiling through her day. The cowboys from Midarsville all think they have the touch, but nothing glitters here anymore, at least not very much. Oh, wake me up when it's over, I'm here against my will. It's a bitter pill to swallow, living here in Midarsville. Saturday night in the dance hall, under the fading neon light, it's hard to tell the difference between loving and the fight. Janie's on the front porch, watching the clear night sky and counting all the chances as the stars fall and die. Wake me up when it's over, I'm here against my will. It's a bitter pill to swallow, living here in Midarsville. Platform 1 is the only one, there is no platform 2. Like the rest of the town, the greater plan, they never saw it through. The flyer comes through once a week, like a bee strolling down the track. Janie's been here many times before, and always ends up going back. Oh, wake me up when it's over, I'm here against my will. It's a bitter pill to swallow, living here in Midarsville. Now wake me up when it's over, I'm here against my will. It's a bitter pill to swallow, living here in Midarsville. Get me out of Midarsville. Get me out of Midarsville. Hello. Thank you very much. I think a new level of miserable song. Thank you. I'd like to leave you with this song. Normally I ask people to sort of sing along with this, but in current situation it's not a good idea, apparently, so you'd probably be relieved. I'd just like to thank Saskia and Tony for putting this together. I think they've been smashing, putting their neck on the block for us. Thank you very much. And just mention Richard on the sound, who's done a fantastic job, I think. Can we give a big hand for Richard? And thank you for being such a lovely listening audience. This is a song called The Trouble With Me, It Must Be Love. Can't sleep. Can't stop thinking, feeling drunk. I've not been drinking. The trouble with me, it must be love. I can't speak, I wanna shout it. Feels so real, and then I doubt it. The trouble with me, it must be love. What kind of fool am I, lying here counting sheep? Feels like swimming against the tide, and I'm sinking deep. I can't stop, although I'm trying. I can't laugh, I end up crying. The trouble with me, it must be love. Fool am I, who still believes in happy ever after, true love and harmony. I can't help it, I've gone and done it. There's no way out, I'm working on it. The trouble with me, it must be love. The trouble with me, it must be the trouble with me. It must be the trouble with me. It must be love. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Phil. That was fantastic. Absolutely incredible. And I was singing along in my mind. I would also love everyone to sing along. There's nothing I love more than when people sing along, but at the moment we're not allowed to encourage it. So one more time for Phil Hooley, everybody. And as he said, his CD is by the merch desk. And can we find you online, Phil? Can we find you online? As well as on CD here? Or is it just CD or nothing? Is that... Facebook, Phil Hooley. Okay, fabulous. Brilliant. Well, it is a great pleasure to introduce to you our host, and I feel like he needs no introduction really. So I'm just gonna leave it really, and say let's give a wonderfully warm welcome to our fantastic Tony Moore.
Thank you, Saskia. Thank you, Steve and Phil and Donna, for bringing your wonderful energy and traveling so far to be a part of tonight's show. And Saskia, I think you've done an amazing thing creating this family of creative songwriters and people who love and support creative songwriters across the country and soon to be across the world. Yes, more power to you. I'm going to do a brand new song. I played it to a live audience for the very first time Tuesday this week. It's part of an album that I wrote in February and March of this year. It started with a guitar riff on January the 20th, I think. I had a guitar and I found a little riff and I thought, I like that. And played a bit more of it, made a little instrumental, sent it to some friends who went, this is really cool, could be in a movie. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought I'd do a bit of an intro to it, and then I thought I need some words in it, so 4.5 minutes in, I put in a little 4-line verse. And then by the time I'd finished the guitar solos, it was 9 minutes long. And I sent it to a few people, and they went, "Oh, that's really good." And I thought, "Oh, okay." They didn't go, "It's 9 minutes, Tony. What are you doing?" They went, "We liked it." So I thought, you know what? 9 minutes means concept album. I better write a concept album. So February the 1st, I did a live performance on the internet of me playing that guitar piece. And then I gave myself a goal until the end of March to try and write a concept album, because I was now motivated to capture the things that I'd been observing, thinking, feeling for the last year. And also reflecting on my life's journey to this point, being a little sentimental and sometimes a little overly honest. And also this last year, for those of you who know me, has been a little bit tough for my mum, who's always been a big supporter of me and live music, and was always in the chat room for the last 20 years of online shows, hosting the chat room and talking to everybody. But the last year or so, she's become a bit bedridden, and I think she might be watching now, which would be lovely. Hi, Mum, love you. So this song is halfway through side 1. It's partly for her, but it's partly for all of us who got caught up in the madness of this last year, not knowing really where it's going to go. And we're still a little bit in not knowing where it's going to go. So I wanted to write a song of reassurance and a song of solidarity. So this song is called Dear Life. It's all right. It's okay. Because tonight I'm gonna stay holding on to you, holding on to me. While the world is on fire, the flames are growing higher. I will do what I do. I'll protect and love you, dear life. Don't you fret. Don't cry. I won't forget. I won't say goodbye. Holding on to you, holding on to me, holding on for dear life. While the world is on fire, the flames are growing higher. I will do what I do. I'll protect and love you, dear life. It's all right. It's okay. Because tonight I'm gonna stay. Thank you. So, the album's finished, and apart from maybe a few little tweaks on some mixes, it's all done. If you would like a personal private copy of it, it's not mastered and it's not released, and I have no idea when I'm going to release it. If you get in touch with me, I will send you a Dropbox link so you can listen to it. The next two shows, next Tuesday and the following Thursday, are all full. I'm about to announce a show on July the 1st. So if you would like to come and see the whole show, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. There's a lot of special effects. There's a lot of video and all kinds of stuff goes on. I'm trying to cram as much O2 Arena experience into the Bedford as possible. And if you want to see what that really looks like, keep an eye on either the bedford.com website on the What's On, where they will be listing, and there'll be an Eventbrite. It'll be free, but I think the tickets, I know a lot of people want to get them. So if you want to find me on social media, Tony Moore Media in Facebook, Tony Moore on Instagram, and Tony Moore in real life if you just say hello. Or just Tony, right? So I'm going to finish this little mini set with a song called Perfect and Beautiful. This is a really old song now. I wrote this, it was the title of an album in 2005. This is a song really about trying to tell somebody that doesn't know how perfect and beautiful they are, that they are. I think you get it. I can hear your voice inside me, whispering into my heart. Sometimes I think you're still beside me when I wake up in the dark. Time can be the great deceiver. Turn around and life is gone. You gotta be a strong believer to keep a love alive this long. And even though the years slip by me, I know that fate will not deny me. I've gotta give love my best shot. I've gotta give all that I've got. I've gotta be honest and truthful. You gotta trust me all the way. You've gotta believe when I say you're so perfect and beautiful. I can sense you all around me, in everything I say and do. And even when I'm sleeping soundly, my dreams are filled with you. And despite enormous distance, there can be no resistance. I gotta give love my best shot. I gotta give all that I've got. I've gotta be honest and truthful. You gotta trust me all the way. You gotta believe when I say you're so perfect and beautiful. great deceiver. Turn around and life is gone. I gotta give love my best shot. I've gotta give all that I've got. I've gotta be honest and truthful. You gotta trust me all the way. You gotta believe when I say you're so perfect and beautiful. Yes, you can clap now. Thank you. I'm going to stay on and be part of the next band. Shall I not go changing?
I've convinced Tony to join me on a couple of numbers to finish off the night. So. Have a plectrum. Multi-talented.
Underwear.
Yes, thank you. You may continue with my intro music. That was lovely. I want this at every gig now. You're too good, Tony. I just want to enjoy this music now. I'm going to start with a song that Tony is wonderfully introducing.
Tune?
That's right. It's called Where Are We Heading? And I wrote it as a sort of eco-protest song. And I would normally get you all to sing along, but since we're being COVID safe, don't sing along with me. But picture it in your minds. I think it will still help. I get people to sing along in the chorus. This is called Where Are We Heading? Taking the next step in our lives. We settled on a course and we're running out of time. Why don't we try just to change our direction? This path is wrong, don't be afraid to reject it, 'cause the city's burning down and motorways are jammed and they are spying on our every conversation. Where are we? Where are we hiding? Hiding? Where are we? Where are we hiding? Hiding? Some of us resist, some of us take a different path. Because we have a choice, doing what we can to change our course. But who are you to say we must go down with this ship? We're sinking fast because of things that you did. So while the cities burn and policies are jammed, here we are trying to turn this thing around. Where are we? Where are we heading? Heading? Where are we? Where are we heading? So the time has come for a peaceful revolution. Some of us are now already living a solution. We're heralding the brilliance of a new direction. We won't let you decide the future of generations. While every second counts, we're watching the tides turn as science comes around and backs our intuition. Where are we? Where are we heading? Heading? 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 Thank you. And thank you, Tony Moore, everybody, on piano. No relation, I should say. Although I do feel related, and I really appreciated your comment about talent is timeless, feeling like a family, because it does feel like that. But I've had that question a few times. My name is Griffiths-MOORE, my surname, and it's spelt the same, but we're only a spiritual family, Tony. And I can't believe we've come to the final song of the night. How are you all doing? Woo! Have you enjoyed tonight? Do you believe that talent is timeless? Thank you. So do I. And my special and heartfelt thanks go to the Talent is Timeless members who came to see us, and most especially to the three performers that shared their music with us. So thank you once again to Donna CANALE, Steve STRAWHEAD, and Phil HOOLEY. And to our wonderful illustrious host, Tony Moore. And if you want to find out about Talent is Timeless, it is talentistimeless.com, and you can take it from there. But if you are over 50, if people are streaming in and they're songwriters or they'd like to be, it's a free community, and we're on Facebook, and we're very welcoming and supportive to other songwriters, as any members here will attest tonight. So I thought we'd finish with a happy song. Which we haven't had so many of tonight. This is one I wrote called Let in the Light, which is not out, so it's just for you guys. And it's a song about the freedom that we have, which took me an awful long time to realize and to embody, that we are able to choose our lives for the most part, and especially for the things that we can control, who we spend our time with and how and why, and that we should always remember that it's a free choice to stay with people that are incredibly supportive and bring us nothing but the good things. And it's possible at any time, if someone's doing anything less than that, to simply move away. and not to concern yourself with it. So this is Led in the Light, and this is our final song of the night. So thank you all for showing up. Let's enjoy our freedom together. Life moves around yourself as you move around the edge of a little point in space. And when you change, those flashes for life touch you on the inside, and you do not remain. So keep those treasured people near, 1,000 memories so clear. Don't compromise your way, 'cause you get one time upon the earth, time that isn't worth anyone who doesn't spin like you. So don't waste your time with those who don't know who you are. And let in the light, 'cause you are free. Oh, you are Life is a million years young, a million times around the sun. You breathe it every day, and we have freedom to remain with people who are vain, or to make a little change. So don't waste your time with those who don't know who you are. Let in the light, 'cause you are free. Oh, you are Take it away. I'm enjoying it too much, Tony. I'm not going to stop. Okay. So step forward into life. I want to see you shining bright, brighter than the sun. And the path laid before your eyes will open up so wide if you should decide to not waste your time with those who don't know who you are. Let in the light, 'cause you are free. are free.
Ladies and gentlemen, Saskia Griffiths-MOORE.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for showing up tonight. I hope I catch you at every other gig that's happening now. We've got to make up for lost time, hey?
Absolutely.
Thank you, everyone.
Keep an eye on the Talent is Timeless Facebook page and group for all announcements of future events. Keep an eye on the Bedford.com for listings here. We are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday live music nights, mostly free. Occasionally there will be some special private event hire nights that may charge a ticket, so just be aware of that. In theory, from June the 21st, we open up and can be a little bit more expansive, but we're playing all that tiny bit by ear right now. And as I said, if you want to know more about the Awake album and you'd like an advanced Dropbox copy, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram or somewhere, and I will send you a link and hopefully see you here for a show. In the meantime, as Phil said, Rich, our sound engineer, the god of audio, doing an amazing job. Thank you, Rich. And thanks to all our Bedford team here who keep you safe and well-nourished with drinks and food whilst not disturbing the show, doing such a brilliant job. So thank you, team. And we'll be back next Tuesday. But if you haven't got a ticket, then I won't see you then. Anyway, take care. Good night.